Hello everybody and welcome back to our Farming Simulator 25 map guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at East Frisian coast. But before that, this video is brought to you by Peter Does Farming and Darren Cassell. Thank you for being farm barons. So the East Frisian coast map can be found at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game downloadable content menu, and as of the 1.0 release, this map is available for all platforms. Now, it should be noted that this map does have a few required mods. They are the pack tarpaulin, large silo pack, hunting pulpit, modern house set, big white cow barn, large package of houses, big farm set, and building for colony. Now, if you factor in the size of the map and the required mods themselves, we're looking at a total download size of 715 megabytes. Let me go ahead and read you some of the description. Welcome to East Frisian Coast. This map is based on a small village located in the East Frisian coastal landscape, where we are away from major tourist destinations and can concentrate on agriculture. There are 5 farms on this map, each with different tasks and equipment. The starting farm is located near the main road and includes a small chicken coop. This map includes 25 meadows of various sizes, 51 small to medium-sized fields, and 3 small forest areas. There are various small and medium-sized production facilities, as well as various selling points. The fields directly on the coast are freely available. In real life, they cannot be cultivated, but I don't want to waste the space, so you can decide whether you want to cultivate the areas or build a coastal farm. One more thing, the farm buildings are for sale, but the decorations are not. I want to keep them on the map. If you want to build, you have many options. If you want to put new animal areas down, then buy the freestanding pastures and sell them. Then you'll fall below the animal stable limit. So this map has 12 pre-placed animal areas. And we know that there are a limit of 10 animal areas on the map for consoles and for PC, unless, of course, you do use the More Animals mod on PC, then you will be able to up that limit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PDA. So we see that we've got quite an interesting set of fields here. A lot of these fields more in the middle of the map are very long and rectangular shaped. We do have a few more square shaped fields to the east and south. And then we've got all of these lands up here to the north, right at the coast. So this is what he was talking about. These typically in real life wouldn't be farmland, but you could go ahead and buy these and make these farmlands if you want. This map does have all the standard crops relative to its in Farm Sim 25. And with respect to our starting farmland, we start out with the main starting farm at farmland ID 91, which is $125,424 to buy. We also have farmland ID 31, 23, and 24 at the start. That is going to be a chicken farm. And as far as the other farms on the map, we have a farm at farmland ID 90 that is going to be for cows and pigs. We can buy that for $506,880. And then we have a cow farm at farmland ID 92. And we're going to be able to purchase that for $150,048. Farmland ID 3 is going to be for cows and pigs again. And we're going to be able to buy that for $337,000. Farmland 94 is going to be an arable farm. Then we also have a biogas plant at farmland ID 102. Now, as far as freestanding cow or animal pastures, well, we have several cow pastures. Those include farmland ID 97, farmland ID 98, as well as 100 and 101. Then we also have 2 sheep areas at farmland ID 99 and farmland ID 107. We'll go ahead and take a look at the farmland or the precision farming soil map. You can see the precision farming soil map as it is being applied to these fields. This is the generic soil map that is a part of the precision farming mod. Now, with respect to our crop counter, we do have a standard FS25 crop counter available to us on this map. We start out by owning the chicken coop, where we do have 9 chickens. We do have contracts available on this map, including our new contracts of wood transport, tree cutting, and rock crushing. With respect to productions, we have a bakery, carpentry, dairy, grain mill, oil mill, sawmill, and spinnery. We do not own any productions at the start. As far as sell points go, I counted up 7 different sell points scattered around the map. We do start out with vehicles in either mode, should we choose to own the farm or not. And with respect to collectibles, this map does not have any. Let's go ahead and take a look at our garage. We have the Challenger MT 635 medium tractor. We have the John Deere 3650 small tractor. We have the Albert pallet fork for our Q4M front loader arms. We've got the FarmTech EDK 650 trailer, a pair of those. We have our Agromaz POV 5XL plow, as well as the Phoenix 3000 3-seater. For our fertilizing, we have the Salek RZK 300H fertilizer spreader. It's fairly small, so you won't be needing to fill this up pretty quick. For our harvesting needs, we have the Massey Ferguson 8570, the 8570 grain header, and header trailer. And then we wrap it all up with a 450 kilogram front weight. Now, this map does not have any custom vehicles or implements. When we load in the map, we load in right here kind of at our farm entrance, right off the main road. We've got our tractors kind of parked over here. And then we make our way into the farmyard itself. We have our chicken coop, so we have our egg spawn point. We have our chicken delivery point for a total of 20 chickens. And we have our food trough. We have our silo output. And we're going to find our silo input inside of here. Across from the silo, we do have our wardrobe trigger and our sleep trigger. Got a few other storage area here for our machinery. And a little tool shed where we're going to find some seed, some fertilizer, and some other seed. And that is pretty much the starting farm. Now I've gone ahead and purchased the other farmlands and animal areas. And to that end, we'll get a little bit of altitude here. And we'll take a little bit of a look around. So we have our starting farm right here. And then if we make our way west, we're going to come over here to farmland ID 92. And as I mentioned, this is going to be a cow farm. So inside of here, we've got several little sheds for storage of machinery and implements and such. We do have our bale and pallet storage right here. We have our milk spawn point, and we have 14 cows inside of this area now that we have purchased it. We have our food trough here as well as our straw. We have our slurry point and our animal delivery point, where we can have a total of 40. And that is pretty much the cow farm. We make our way east past our starting farm. We're going to come to the cow pasture, farmland ID 97. And all of these are going to have animals in them. So at least they have some animation if we even do not own them. So we have our water trough, our food trough, our bale trigger specifically is separated out, and our cow delivery point for a total of 79 cows here, of which there are 22 at the start. If we continue to make our way east, we're going to come to farmland ID 93, which is going to include cows and pigs. Right here. So we have bale and pallet storage, and we already have some round bales of silage and some hay bales already stored inside of there. We have our cow building with, again, 14 cows out of a total of 40. So we have our feed trough. We have our milk trigger. Bale and pallet storage. We have our slurry point. We have our cow delivery point. We have our wardrobe and sleep triggers. We have a farm silo. Then we have a nice dual-purpose building with some machine and implement storage. We have our food trough, and then we have our trigger for our pigs. We have 8 of 25 in here, and once again we have our slurry point. So that's the pig and cow farm at farmland ID 93. We have a small arable farm at farmland ID 94. Which is right here. With some nice machine storage. We have our dump point and fill point for our silo. We have our sleep trigger. And just some general more storage buildings. Now, if we make our way north to farmland ID 98, there's going to be another open cow pasture. And here we have water, food, bales, and our delivery point. We have 17 of 37 cows. Now, if we go directly north from here, we're going to come to farmland ID 107, which is where we have some sheep. Sheep on a hill. And we have 17 of 41 here with water, food, and then a milk or wool spawn point. Directly north and past farmland ID 90, which is going to be our cow and pig farm. We're going to find another sheep area. Once again, we have our water trigger, our food, and we're going to have 19 of 55 sheep here. Now, while bale and pallet They are a little bit hidden, but there's the trigger right there. As I mentioned, when we have our cow and pig farm at 90. So we have our sleep trigger. Wardrobe trigger. We have some nice machine storage. We have a farm silo up here. And then we're going to reuse some of the buildings that we've already seen. Right, so we have our cow building over here. 17 of 60 cows. We have our milk trigger. We got our food and straw inside. Slurry. And then we have our pigs. So we have more slurry. 8 of 25 pigs are here. We have our food. Then we have another bale and pallet storage. And that is going to be the pig and cow farm at farmland ID 90. Now, if we make our way back to the southwest area of the map, we're going to find the BGA at farmland ID 102. So right here we have 3 pull-through silage bunkers. We have our digester. And then we have some bale and pallet storage. Also here to store silage bales, no doubt. We have slurry storage, manure buy point. We have our animal dealer right next to that. And I guess I got a little ahead of myself. Let's go back over here to the north part of the map because we still have to look at farmland ID 100 and 101. Those are the remaining open cow pastures. So here we have 100. And we have 20 of 73 cows here. And then we have 101 further to the east. Where we have 16 of 65. Now we just take a look here at kind of this reclaimed land. This is the land that you could purchase and you could farm on if you wanted to. But it feels a bit reclaimed from the sea because we kind of have our storm surge berm here. So I'd expect that this would be pretty prone to flooding. So we make our way across the western side of the map. Overall, the map is relatively flat. There are some subtle rolling hills here on the fields. We have our BGA, which we've already talked about. And then, well, things get quite busy. We've talked about our animal dealer. And then we have the spinnery sell point. We also have then some productions in carpentry, as well as grain mill. So we have our spinnery. We have our grain mill. We have the farm that we previously talked about. We have a grocery store sell point. We have a grain sell point. And then behind that grain sell point, we have the Agri-Trader products sell point. Then this would be a buy point for lime. Just up the road from that. We're going to have electric vehicle charging station. We have farmland ID 91, our starting farm. We have a bakery. It's a really well done town area, but it is a little confusing to see because we've got so many trees going on here. We have a restaurant sell point. Now we're over here to our pig and cow farm. It's really nicely laid out. We have a farmer's kiosk. Then we have our warehouse where we can buy goods or sell those goods. We have our sawmill here to the south. And then let's wrap it up by coming back here to our dealership. So we come back to the north, follow this road. We have our warehouse tucked away here in the woods. And then we have our dealership. So we have our dealer buy trigger. And then we have our spawn point for our vehicles and implements. Not the biggest. And we have kind of a narrow exit to our dealership. So you want to be a little careful with respect to the size of the machinery that you buy. And then way down here, we're going to find our service trigger, where we can, of course, paint, sell, and repair our vehicles. So guys, that is it. That is the map, East Frisian Coast. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And until next time, happy farming.